so quickly, so he had to be on this list. Next we have my number 6. Now we're now in 2015, and I took a break, a long break from wrestling, basically when John Cena started the company, not long after, all the way through pretty much until end of 2011. That was for many reasons really. I was just busy working and just grew out of wrestling for a while. And I started watching wrestling again in 2011 with my friend Ricky. Basically, as soon as I started watching from 2011 onwards, it took me a while to get back into it, but I did, and I've been watching non-stop since then. As I say, we're in 2015 now, and the modern era, which I consider now, since I started watching, again, was, I mean, my favourite during this whole period is Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, I am completely over on, and I completely get behind every week. I'm completely blown away by every week, and he's phenomenal without a doubt, and he is on my list because I do consider him one of the top 10 wrestlers of all time. I mean, he's again, he's a bit like Jeff Hardy for me, but of the modern era, he's like my ultimate underdog, and I just love seeing the underdog do well. I really do, because I can insert myself, sort of live vicariously through. I like doing that. Sort of through Daniel Bryan, but he is absolutely phenomenal. Some of the work that he does in the ring blows me away. He blows me away every week on Raw and pay-per-views, and he should be sitting on top of that company. Even at WrestleMania 31 this year, in my opinion, if he's not in the main event, he should be in the second main event of the evening, because he deserves it. And last year he deserved his spot at WrestleMania, and he deserved his title run, albeit it was very short-lived due to circumstances in his personal life, but he deserved that, and it was such a reward for me to sitting there in 2011 watching this fairly clean-shaven, short-haired guy who is an incredible worker, but I got more and more over on him, and it's because I mean, the work that he done in the ring alone to begin with, and then the stories that he did with Kane, I was just getting more and more over with him. And he was in Team Hell No, and he had the Tag Team Championships. I got to see him in England at London O2 live. I got to see him live wrestle, which was brilliant. And once all that ended, he started getting more and more popular. The Yes movement started. I was getting more into him. The crowd were getting more into him. And then we got the huge Authority storyline. So we had this whole big package of not only is he amazing in the ring, but he's getting even better in the stories. He's getting deeper into the big stories in the WWE. He's having a feud with Triple H. Eventually he goes on to WrestleMania, defeats Triple H, defeats Batista, Randy Orton in the same night, and wins the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And I finally got my payoff, and all the fans did, after such a long wait of seeing a man that we really wanted at the top, and we got it. And I still want to see him at the top because he's fucking awesome. He really is. And the match that he had with Roman Reigns at the last pay-per-view, Fastlane, we all know that Roman Reigns isn't exactly the best in-ring worker, but Daniel Bryan took him into that match and made Roman Reigns look much, much better. The movesets Daniel Bryan uses, I mean, the missile dropkick, the dive outside the ring, which scares the shit out of me after the problems that he's had with his neck. But why did he do it? Because he will do it until he can't move anymore. He's not going to go in there being careful because he's Daniel Bryan, and he will put on one hell of a show for us, the fans, every week. He'll put his body on the line. He'll do everything even better than he did before he got injured, because of who he is. All the years he spent in the indie wrestling scene. You had ROH, which I've watched a few times. Some of his matches with CM Punk, phenomenal. Dean Ambrose, he's just got better and better. I mean, he was trained by Shawn Michaels as well, so what does that tell you? And he's just got better and better and better and better. And he is my favourite modern era wrestler, without a doubt. Not my greatest, not who I consider the greatest of all time, but he is in my top 10, and he had to be on this list without a doubt at number 6.